I'm Rodney Richardson.
I'm Jamal.
This is Vince.
And we are Under Construction. So this week, the Hornets finished with a 3-1 record. We just came off a thrilling win against the Pistons. We lost against the Jazz? Yeah, the Jazz. So what do you guys think about the win today?
Here we are again, man. And this is it's funny at this point because remember me last week? They regurgitated me out, and I was numb, and there was no emotion anymore. I have on a Hornets jersey today, and we took shots because we won the game. Look, man, depending on how you look at it, this is like the most fun, dysfunctional team to root for. That probably doesn't even make sense.
Gotcha.
But it makes sense to us.
Yeah.
But to reel this back in, man, today they showed some grit and some gall and some balls, man.
They did.
This was a big time win, the most important win of the season, which every win at this point is going to be the most important win of the season. Mm-hmm. But to do this on the road, to have your back against the wall because Detroit went on a run like we all expected, cut it down to 1, and just for them to just show those kind of guts in this situation was really impressive, man. And Frank Kaminsky deserves a lot of props today, man.
Frankie smokes.
Here's my deal. In the past, however we were feeling a month ago, we probably would have been feeling that same way today, whether it was positive or negative. And one thing that this season is teaching us is that we cannot keep that same energy, for lack of better words. Right, because just last week we were upset, we were ready to talk about the offseason and trades and all this stuff. And now here we are, we won 3 games in 3 of our last 4, 7 of our last 10. And if we make the playoffs, we could probably be the most dangerous 8th seed in the history of the NBA.
Right.
Anyway, let's go ahead.
And so currently we have the tiebreaker against everybody we compete against: Miami, Detroit,
the Nets,
who did lock in the 6th seed.
Okay.
And the Magic.
Right.
So basically, at this point, the Magic number is 41.
Right.
We do not need these teams to get to 41 wins. Virtually, if we tie with them, the best we can do right now is a 7 seed.
Right.
And so right now we're 8th or 9th.
Yeah. We're 8th as of right now. And it's going to depend on the Boston and Magic game.
We're all Celtics fans
again.
Kyrie!
Hey, Kyrie, do us a favor, be better than Kemba tonight. And hopefully by the time we post this video tomorrow, you guys would have done your job. You know, just want to point out another thing. I mean, where would this team be had we listened to Frank Kaminsky and actually brought him out?
Man, we would be utter trash. And they would have regurgitated Jamal out months ago. I'm telling you, man.
No, but it's interesting you say that, man, because we were talking, while the camera was off about his bench production, previous to this season. Like, this guy has literally been our best offensive option off the bench in the previous, 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for us to be seeing this, I guess it's a little bit surprising. But at the same time, maybe it shouldn't be. But what is surprising, though, is the improvement that we've seen rebounding and defensively. Not to say that he's like a savant now or he's like going to make an all-defensive team. We're not saying that much. But it's marked improvement, man. And, dog, these 20-point games have been big time. We're 3-0 when he scores 20 points or more this season. And they've all been huge for us, man. And today was just like the culmination of all of that. Frank barred it today, man. And he deserves props.
Again, everyone knows I've been a Frank fan since day one. I recognize that his game didn't mesh with Clifford's coaching style. Yeah. And I've always said that when Frank leaves Charlotte, if he goes to the Western Conference, he's going to make us regret it. Now, granted, JB comes from the Western Conference, and I don't even think JB is playing Frank because he wants to. I don't think he's playing the youngest because he wants to. I think he's only playing him because he has to. Yeah. And now that he is seeing what's starting to happen, it's like, well, let me stick with this and see where it works.
Right.
Initially, I think he started playing them out of necessity. Mm-hmm. I do believe the veterans were hurt, they were injured, they were sick, stuff like that. Now, I completely believe that MKG is healthy. I believe that Marvin is healthy. I believe that Cody is healthy. And I believe that Tony Parker is healthy. I don't know if Shelvin Mack is healthy. It would depend on...
He's healthy.
I don't know what's the deal.
He's real healthy.
That's a healthy boy right there.
He's healthy like me and Rodney are healthy.
But I think they're healthy, and I don't want to put it out there to assume that the team they're intentionally lying. But I think if this was a real playoff chase, if all of those guys had been producing, I think they're playing ball right now.
Now, one guy that I will kind of speak in opposition to your thoughts there is MKG, because let's not forget he started Friday night, and then that's because Marvin Williams didn't play, and I just don't think he maybe deserves to be in the Nick Marvin Williams group. So
Okay, I can give you that. Yeah,
not so much. Because the thing is, man, like Friday night, he had a decent game for us. I'm not gonna, tell you that he was like the biggest X factor. He had a couple of threes. He defended well when he was in the game. So I just think he's a lot more useful than Marvin Williams and Nick at this point.
Okay.
I'll at least say that. I'll say that about
Okay,
it.
so say we slide into the playoffs. 7-8 is possible right now. Who would you rather play? Would you rather play Milwaukee or would you rather play Toronto?
I'd much rather play Toronto.
I would rather play Milwaukee.
Why?
When you look at our games with Milwaukee, we always play them tough. Now with Middleton made the All-Star team this year, and Middleton looks a lot better this year than he has in the past. He's always killed us, but Middleton looks like a completely different player. Even with Middleton's play, even with Greek Freak and the fouls that he gets from the rim, I think from a mentality standpoint, I think we would match up different with those guys because if we play Toronto, here's Toronto's mindset. They've beaten us the last 2 times that we played. They have the season series with us. We're the number 2 seed. We're playing at home. They're not LeBron. If they're not playing LeBron, Toronto's not losing in the playoffs.
Sure.
Let's get ready to fire up. Yeah.
And after 2 emotional wins with such a young core, I'm not exactly sure if that young core would be able to compete with Toronto in the playoffs. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to beat Milwaukee. They're not going to get swept 4-0, but I think they would be a little bit more competitive versus Milwaukee, simply from a mentality standpoint.
Gotcha. What about you, Jamal?
Those are good points, but you stole my thunder, and you didn't even really mean to do it. I don't want to play Giannis and his referees, and look, man, I truly believe that is more of a factor than people really, want to say it is. Giannis is a fantastic player, man, but the games that I've witnessed with the Hornets and the Bucks this year, I just hate to see certain players get refereed differently. Yeah. To me, there's no coincidence that we have a guy, Cody Zeller, who rarely fouls out of a game, rarely commits 4 or 5 fouls in a game. But for some reason, now get it. Granted, Giannis is the man. He's an MVP level caliber player. I get that.
Our best player in the league.
But he shouldn't be refereed differently. And in the playoffs, it's going to be even magnified even more so. And also, not knowing what Mirotic's health is going to look like and not knowing what Brogdon's health is going to look like. I say this all the time, man. They made trades and made their bench a little deeper than what it was in the beginning. And that last game we played in Milwaukee, Mirotic was the difference. It was the difference between us losing by 12 than possibly us keeping it a lot closer. And I just think that's a microcosm of what could happen if we play the Bucks in the playoffs. But we'll see, man. We got business to take care of before we get to all of it.
At the end of the
school work.
One last thing, I just want to say that in years past, the season would have already been determined by now whether or not we make the playoffs or whether or not we don't make the playoffs. We got 2 games remaining right now.
Right.
Whether we make the playoffs or not, whether Kemba Walker stays or not, whether Jeremy Lamb stays or not, whether Nick Batum gets bought out or not, I'm feeling good going into the next season.
Me too.
No doubt. I have not felt like this
at least in 3 seasons.
I didn't feel like that then because Al Jefferson was hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like that after the last playoff run because half of the team, took off for free agency. I haven't felt this good going into the offseason since basketball came back to Charlotte.
Yeah, wow, I can dig it.
Honestly.
Before we close this out, we do have a home game on Wednesday night. Please come out and support your Hornets. Please.
Can I please speak to that? I'm so glad you brought that up, man. I'm going to echo a lot of what Rodney already said, but Lord, let's for argument's sake, let's just say Wednesday is a do or die game, man. I have talked at nauseum about the fandom in the city and NBA fan culture, all that stuff. There's just no reason for that arena to not be sold out Wednesday in that scenario. If you call yourself a fan, even if you one of them halfway Lakers fans, Charlotte fan, even if you 15% of a fan, tickets are not that expensive, number one.
$6.
$6 will get you in the building. There's just no reason for that arena to not be packed out Wednesday if it comes down to a do or die game to get in the playoffs or not. I don't want to hear anything about, man, I want to lose to get a draft. Don't know. That's a loser mentality, man. That's all I have to say.